Are you as frustrated as I am with the way this administration is handling the chaos and immigration in the world? I'm filming this on January 25th, 2026, and this is my tidbit with Laura for the day, for the week. If you don't know me, I'm Laura Turner. My maiden name is, and these are my tidbits. And this one is going to be a little bit of a rant because I'm frustrated, I'm pissed off, I'm horrified at what this nation is coming to, and the actions that are happening out there. Yesterday, uh, Alex, a nurse from Minnesota, was killed by federal agents. Um, there are videos showing that he was going to help somebody up from the ground, and they pepper sprayed him. They knocked him to the ground. They then beat him, and then they shot him. They took his gun away in the process because apparently people need to carry around concealed weapons. I'm not blaming him for that. That's his right. That is what the NRA has pushed for. That is what the Second Amendment is about. And well, it's not something that I choose. People have the right to bear arms in this country. And in Minnesota, they can legally carry a concealed weapon. He wasn't pulling his weapon. He had a phone in his hand, and a federal agent took his weapon away from him and then proceeded to shoot him as he was down on the ground, not attacking the officer. 2 weeks ago ish, Renee Good was killed as she was sitting in her car, and she was surrounded by people who were taunting, and she flippantly said, "That's okay, dude. I'm not mad at you." Yes, it was flippant, but it wasn't aggressive. And she turned away as the dude was walking in front of her car, and he shot her 3 times. What the F is going on? Why is everything why are they calling terror? Why are they taking American citizens and calling us terrorists? If you are thinking that what Alex did was his fault, then I'm going to remind you of the Karate Kid, in which Daniel was defending his girlfriend, Allie, who was being harassed by a group of boys. And he stood up for her, and he was getting in the way. And Johnny threw a first punch. And Daniel then stood up to defend himself. And then the group of boys came and pummeled him and beat him up. Was that Daniel's fault? Was Daniel's fault for getting beat up? Because that's what you're saying with Alex. I'll also remind you of the movie The Accused, in which I can't remember the character's name, but the victim in the movie was at the bar, and she was having a good time with friends and joking around. Yes, she's drinking, she's having a good time. Some guys hit on her, and she kind of flips them off and mouths off to them. And she then proceeds to get gang raped on a pool table in the bar while everybody stood around and watched. The fact that you're blaming the victims, it's not the victim's fault in this rape case. She was out having a good time. She was out, yeah, she mouthed off to the guy, but it doesn't mean that they can go and take his way with her. It doesn't mean they can go and kill. It doesn't mean that they can then go beat somebody up. We don't need to be, as if protesters, they're making noise, they're blowing the whistle, they are standing up to defend their rights and democracy. They are standing up for their own rights. They are protecting other people who are in this country legally and are part of our society and are just human beings. And these federal agents and these bad people are coming in and killing the people that are standing up for the defenseless people. And they are killing them in atrocious ways. The beauty of social media is we have everything on film. If you haven't seen it, There are many videos out there. It's horrific in my mind that we are watching people shoot each other, and this is not a movie. I don't like to watch these violent movies at all, but this is real life that we're living now. I think it's horrific what we're doing, and I don't agree with it. I am very opposed to everything that is going on. I am sad for humanity because I have friends that defend what these people are, that the killers are doing. They're not, they don't see that they should also be prosecuted. Now, I also very much agree they deserve a fair trial and they deserve representation. Like they need to go into court. And if they are found innocent, then I need to get over it. But if they're found guilty, then they need to be held accountable. And what's happening right now is that the administration is telling, like, they are automatically pointing blame on the victim, and they are not allowing the state prosecutors and the federal prosecutors aren't doing it, which is a bigger issue, is the whole problem of taking these people, they know who did it, take them and put them on trial and let them be found guilty. They are innocent until proven guilty. So put them on trial and let them have their due process. But let's not blame the victims in any of these situations. We have a right to protest in this country. We have a right to bear arms, should you choose. And we have a right to have a fair and legal trial, and we have a right to not have people come into our homes. We have freedom of speech. We have the ability to do this in this country. That is what we were granted rights over 250 years ago. We are not a nation that is just white Christian men. I don't even think it's the president's fault. I think he has people in his ear telling him things. I don't think he's smart enough to know what is going on out in the real world. But he's got people that are in his ear that are evil, and they are promoting this awful stuff, and they're saying these people, they're sending militia out there to take out people, and I just am floored by it. I might not be very well versed in what, let's get back to reality, people. Let's get back to like humanity. Let's get back to caring and making killing not okay, and making killing by people that are supposed to defend us. People they're out there trying to arrest illegal immigrants and people who aren't supposed to be here, people who are undocumented. Let them have their due process. Let them go through the system. They can detain them. They can arrest them. Why are they transporting them to different areas? What does a 5-year-old have to do with any of this? Why are they going into this person's home? They're using him as bait. I get so annoyed. I'm sorry, this is a rant. I'm going to end this tidbit on some peace and love. If you stayed with me this far, I appreciate you. If you disagree with me, it's okay. You don't have to come back and listen to me. If you agree with me, share this with someone who might benefit. If you are feeling really stressed like I am, if you are feeling tension through your neck and tension in your body, and you want to just cry, no, you're not alone. We are with you. The majority of us do not think that this is okay. And take some time to celebrate good, celebrate what is still positive in this world. As I sit here and I'm filming, we are having a massive snowstorm and it's beautiful outside. Yeah, it's going to be a little chaotic later on because it is massive and it's just dumping right now, but it's beautiful. The way it hits the pine trees, I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful I got to spend the night last night with my best friend from college and her best friend from high school, and their daughters and niece, and her daughter-in-law and her granddaughter and her niece's daughter. And we laughed. Man, we had some really good giggles. And it was blissful to have some time with friends. We need to celebrate this more. We need to find time to be with our friends. We need to express our gratitude. I also just talked to my mom. Thank God both my parents are safe. They're in space that the power's not going to go out for them. They have enough food. I have enough food. My husband stayed home. I'm very grateful for all that I have. I'm grateful for all the freedoms I have. And I want others to have this too. I'm going to cue you to take 3 breaths right now with me. We're going to breathe in through your nose. Pause. Gently blow out for as long as you can. Let the tension leave your body. Take one more. Let the tension go. Find some ways to let yourself relax. Shut things down if you need to. Don't tune out, because I think it's important that we stay involved and we stay paying attention to the atrocities that are happening in this world. But don't let it eat you alive. Don't let it create havoc in your body. Find some ways to find some joy in your body and try to let things be peaceful and find the light that's in the world. I believe that love and light will find a way. This evil didn't end. It ended a lot, and it did a lot of harm back in World War II. And I hope that it doesn't come to any more of this, because it's just escalating. And this is just the beginning. We have the power to change that. And we have the power to hold on to light and love and peace and give some hope and recognize that all people aren't evil. There are just some evil people who really need to just stop and go away. Check in with your breath frequently. You can do that anytime. And breathing can do a world of good to help make you feel better if you're struggling like I am. I hope you have a good day. Find the love. And hey, let's go Pats. Thanks for listening.